This is April 16th. This is This Day in Wrestling. I'm Jennifer from Cultaholic, and my lovely guest, Adam Pacitti, is back. How are you?
I'm really good, yeah, really good. I hope we've got a better day than the last episode that I was on a few days ago.
I know, that was really...
The death day.
That was the death day. But no, this is a good day. And I'm really glad you're here for this day, because this is a birthday day.
Okay.
And the birthdays are my favourite bit.
Okay. What do you like about birthdays? Just people being happy?
Genuinely, it's just the best thing.
Okay.
Do you not like a birthday?
How many birthdays? I love a birthday, obviously.
Yeah.
Turning 30 this year.
Are you?
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah, you're...
31.
39, it's amazing.
31.
31.
First birthday of the day, George the Animal Steel.
Eating turnbuckles in heaven.
Yes, no longer with us.
Hairy man.
Apparently.
Think of some hairy wrestlers to go along with George the Animal Steel.
Think of Harriet.
Big Damo, Killian Dane.
I remember the first time I ever worked with Damo, and I hugged him, and I went straight in, and he'd just come off a match.
Thoughts?
Actually, I don't know, I like a hairy man.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay. Why are you laughing, Jack? I have no body hair. I don't some, but yeah, no, I remember I did the same thing, right? He came backstage, it was after we did, I can't remember, a Built to Destroy, I think it was. And he came back and he said, "Oh, you don't want to hug me?" And I was like, "No, I do. I definitely do."
Same thing to me, and I was like, out the way.
Maybe he's a bit self-conscious about it. But I remember when I hugged him, my suit was sodden with Damo sweat.
You could sell that now. Anyway, another birthday, Vicky Guerrero. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. How old does Vicky Guerrero turn? Got it here somewhere. Sorry, I put you on the spot.
Well, she was born in 1968. I can't do the math.
85, give or take. No, I love Vicky. I think Vicky is one of my favourite general managers ever.
Love her.
I think she's an unbelievably underrated heel.
Absolutely, I was going to say the same. I think she's hilarious.
Yeah, she really is.
She is hilarious.
Nobody could elicit that crowd reaction with 2 words like she could.
Sorry,
just that shriek. And
it goes right through. It's amazing.
Did you like seeing her in the Rumble this year?
I did. I actually loved it when she came. A huge pop from me.
Yeah, no,
I loved the Women's Rumble.
Did you?
Loved it.
See, I've got mixed feelings on it because I think it showed perhaps a lack of roster depth in that there were so many returns. Yeah, which isn't bad because I loved seeing every one of them.
Yeah,
but no, next year they've got the problem in that
they
need. Yeah. Who else? Who wasn't there? They had most of the big names, but maybe I think the bigger issue is that lack of roster depth needs to be addressed. Otherwise, they're going to have to put it down to 20 entrants or something like that because...
Well, I can't do that.
No, I agree. It makes it seem lesser than the Men's Royal Rumble, which isn't fair and isn't right. But I think it's something that needs to be addressed. So Vicky Guerrero, happy 85th.
Happy birthday, exact. Also, Paul London.
Paul London. Thoughts on Paul London?
He's lovely.
Yeah? Oh, have you met him?
I've not actually, but by this time I will have worked on it.
Explain what you mean, Jen.
Well, as these shows are pre-recorded,
yes, that's not true. We are live right now from the Cultaholic studio. Good morning.
This might go up in the afternoon.
Morning, every morning. This is going to be. Yeah, it's a way to start your day with Jennifer Louise.
That's sweet.
That's what we should have called it.
Oh, there's still time.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Paul London will be at ICW here in Newcastle.
Yes.
On the 15th.
Hell of a smile.
He does.
Lovely smile. Vince McMahon wouldn't agree, but he is a...
protrudes happiness.
Yeah, I think he's great, and I think he's a terrific wrestler. I'm going to go along to the show.
Are you?
Yeah.
Good, I'll see you there.
See you there.
Oh. So, 1994. This is a bit of a shaky one for me, because it's New Japan. I don't really know much about New Japan, but it was the first ever Super J Cup.
Yes.
Can you tell me?
No, but I know somebody who can. Former steel heavyweight metal champion,
Iron Man.
Jack G. King, the jobber. And he's going to take over from me here. Get in here.
DDT Iron Man, heavy metalweight, whatever, 2 times.
Yes, so 1994, Super J Cup. Tell me about it. Because I don't know.
It featured a lot of wrestlers, right, who would go on to become really noteworthy as some of the best ever. So Chris Benoit, obviously a controversial one, but he won it under the name Wild Pegasus, which sounds lovely.
So nice.
Eddie Guerrero's in the tournament as Black Tiger. It also featured guys like Hayabusa, one of like the biggest like cruiserweight style guys at that time, one of the most influential ones. And I think Dean Malenko might have been in it as well, and the great Sasuke. So a load of guys who were really good wrestlers.
Okay.
But I think it brings up a point about the difference between storytelling, right, in New Japan and in WWE. Because in New Japan, the storytelling's largely all done in the matches themselves.
Right.
So in WWE, everything's a bit more telegraphed and laid out for the audience in promos. So if you watch matches in New Japan, and you get it in other places as well, but there's a lot of callbacks to previous matches between the guys and stuff like that.
Right, okay.
Yes.
So
it's harder for newcomers to get into.
It's probably why I never really got it.
Yeah. Well, it takes a while, but once you get, I mean, that's why guys like Jericho and Omega are so important, because they're getting new, what?
We all know I love Jericho.
Oh, what are your thoughts on Omega though?
To be honest, don't watch a lot. So.
He's really good.
Yeah?
Really
Should
good.
I?
Yeah, just check out, he's just so good. He throws really good knees. If you like a good knee, you love Kenny Omega. Why is that?
Because I'm like, I can't really think if I've ever enjoyed a knee.
Just realised I got chewing gum in, so unprofessional.
It's okay, you weren't supposed to be here.
Yeah, yeah.
So you chew it.
Thank you.
So yeah, 1994 Super J Cup. I might watch it.
Well, I'll be honest with you, I've not watched the event either, but it was meant to be really, really good. It was meant to be really, really good. It was originally intended to be a one-off event, and it was so good, they did it more times.
How many more?
And that's all for me. See you in a bit.
So 2007, there was a debut. Raw was coming from Milan in Italy. And it was the first time that we met Santino Marella.
That's what he used to do.
Fan?
Combo. Yeah, I really do like Santino as well. And people get annoyed by Santino and think he's not funny, but I genuinely found most of the stuff he did
quite funny.
Really fun. The honker meter is one of the funniest things that I think WWE have ever done. So if you haven't seen the honker meter, Richard Tubman, who is editing these, is going to put one at the bottom of the screen now. You're welcome. And it was how many weeks until he was going to surpass the reign of the longest running ever Intercontinental Champion, the Honky Tonk Man. And yeah, I think he's really funny. Do you like him?
To be honest, yeah. I never really paid much attention, wasn't ever offended by him.
That's good.
He was, he was good.
Yeah, very talented guy who got sort of put into this comedy role a little bit by accident. People just started finding him funny. Thoughts on a monobrow?
If you want to grow one, you have one.
Yeah, that's very nice. Sorry, Jack?
As if it's voluntary. If you want to get a monobrow.
Well, you can pluck. I pluck.
You can
Not
voluntarily
ashamed
not
to
have
say
a
that.
monobrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You love a hairy guy, right?
I do, especially in the brow.
No, I think Santino is great. So he won the Intercontinental title on his first night as well.
Oh.
Which is pretty cool.
That's a good start.
Yep.
Good start.
And I think, yeah, the idea was that he was going to be pushed as like a legitimate fighter, which he is. And then, yeah, he did, I think, really, really funny stuff.
Do you think he would have been better pushed that direction rather than the comedy? I know you're saying that you really liked him for his comedy and stuff, but do you think he would have had a longer career within WWE if he'd gone down the legitimate?
I think, he was around for a fair while, and just because of how funny the comedy stuff was, he was, for me, the highlight of a very poor period of Monday Night Raw.
Okay.
Like the guest host era was tragic. And Santino every week I was tuning in part for him.
And just quickly, 2009, WWE Superstars
Yes.
gets rebooted.
Yeah. I remember being really, really excited by this, and I remember it's still really funny to me because the opening graphics showed the biggest names in the WWE. And let's have, I've got the thing here. The matches that were on that first show are unbelievable. So you've got Christian versus Finlay in a #1 contenders match for the ECW Championship, Cody Rhodes defeating Shane McMahon, and Matt Hardy versus The Undertaker on Superstars. That was the first episode of the rebooted program. It turned into every week JTG versus Heath Slater.
I was going to say it was Heath Slater's show, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really was. And I don't know. I didn't even notice when it was canned.
I didn't actually either.
It's just this bizarre show that I assume makes them quite a lot of money.
Yeah.
That they take before a Raw or a SmackDown. I think it was a SmackDown. I don't miss it. Same with WWE main event.
I don't know. I've
even
been
know if
at a
that's still
couple of
going.
main event tapings.
Have you?
Oh, one. Again,
Who
done
was on
before.
the card?
I don't know. I think I went to go get a pint. Just showed Heath Slater was there.
Yeah. I love Heath.
So did I.
I'm a big fan of Heath.
I would have stayed if I'd known.
Great
They'd
jobber.
announced it.
Great jobber.
Top 5.
Yeah?
I don't know if that episode's been yet.
Who knows? See you tomorrow.
So that was this day in wrestling, and you can follow me on Twitter here. If you like what we do at Cultaholic, you can support us by pledging to our Patreon, patreon.com/Cultaholic. And most importantly, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us.